we are reading day 229 out of the Book of Mysteries devotional, The Way to the Mountaintop. It was almost sundown. We were standing at the bottom of a high mountain, but the ascent was very gradual as the mountain was spread out over a vast area and connected to other mountains, part of a chain. At its base were the beginning of several mountain paths, each diverging from the others. At the top of this mountain, said the teacher, is a flat, white, circular stone. Find it. When you get there, you'll be standing on the summit. Find that stone, then return to me. But which of the paths do I take? I asked. That's the challenge, he said. I'll be waiting here until you return. So I chose one of the many paths and began following it. It wasn't long before the sky grew dark and it became apparent that I was on the wrong path. I chose another and another until I finally realized I was heading downward. At the point I began shouting in the dark for the teacher. He shouted back. Following his voice, I made my way back to him at the base. So, said the teacher, I imagine you didn't get there. How could I have? I replied. I didn't know which path to take. You didn't have to know, he said. You didn't have to know anything except one thing. You were too focused on which path to take, but that wasn't the key. Remember when I shared with you about the Hebrew word aleya? Had it applied here, you would have succeeded. The key was the direction, up. The white stone was at the pinnacle. All you had to do was choose the higher path, continuously. And if that path stopped ascending, then you chose the higher ground. And it would make no difference where you started from or on which side of the mountain. If you had followed the simple law, it would have led you to the exact place of the pinnacle. Don't forget this. It's one of the most important secrets in your walk with God. The pinnacle of the mountain represents God's calling on your life, his specific will and exact purpose and plan for your life. How do you get there? You don't have to know where it is. All you have to do is continually ascend, continually choose the higher path and higher ground, the higher footstep, and no matter where you started from, no matter where you are now, you will end up in the exact, specific, appointed, and perfect will of God. At the summit, the pinnacle of God's purpose for your life. The mission. Today, focus only on one course, one path, one journey, one destination, and one direction, up. Aim to go higher with every step. Psalm 24, 3-6, 122, Proverbs 3:6, and Philippians 3:14. Thank you for listening.